brilliant, weigh 1 in a trillion. A life that's been given, a life that's worth living. I don't wanna miss it, I'll get up and get it. Cause I got a vision, I got ambitions, I've got the energy, I'm on a mission. Passion and purpose, they light the ignition. I made a decision, so listen up. I'm here to take a stance. You cannot keep me down, taking from underground. I'm here to take a chance, never down for the count. I'll go another round. Do you believe? I can achieve, I'll do it for me. I wanna be free, I have to be free. So get up your knees, stand up and believe. I don't need money, I don't need fame. That shit is all coming as soon as I change. Take a step forward, the path is the same. One step at a time, pursue all the pain. I just need me, I need belief. These gatekeepers try to keep me from a dream. I gave me the goal, my money and souls. I'll never give up till I break through the walls. I'll take the risk, I'll take the hits. The bigger the gamble, the bigger the win. Like Chester, it's crawling through all of my skin. Adrenaline pumping, I'll push till the end. Doesn't even matter, we all die in the end. No happy ever after. Fuck yeah, it all matters. We all die, but my soul takes a whole new chapter.
What's good, y'all? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Gotta make sure you can hear me okay. Can y'all still hear me? Okay, y'all can hear me now. What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? So we just gonna yap today. Just gonna So if you came here for gameplay today, I do apologize for that fact, but that ain't gonna be a thing. Hold on. There we go. Y'all came in for gameplay today. I do apologize for that. I'm just hopping on here to say, what's good with you? What's good with you? How's it going? How's it going? I should call it. Just here to yap today. Talk about some stuff. Ain't nothing too crazy. Talk about what's going on. Just talk about things on my heart, things on my mind. You know what I mean? Can't see my face. Shoot. Talk about things on my heart, things on my mind, you know? Things like that. Just kind of not really going to be playing anything today. I'm not even sure how long this stream is going to be, to just keep it real with you. But, you know, it is what it is. So as you call it, just want to get some things off my mind, get some things off my chest. So how's everybody doing? Hope everybody finds you well today. Hope everybody finds you well today. Hope everything finds you well today. You know, God bless. You know. So if you don't know me, your boy name right here, I be Old Army Plays. But today I'm not speaking as Old Army Plays. I'm speaking as Joel Jenkins. So I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. Like, I just have I've been. Oh, as I get older each day, each year, I notice that I get a little bit more sensitive to things. I start talking a lot, you know, I start listening to a lot of things a lot more. I start paying much more attention to things and seeing how the world is, basically, how the world is and how I feel it should be, but how it actually is, you know? And just probably go on a little rant right here, but just keeping it real with y'all. Like, I feel like the world has lost a lot of compassion. Like, keeping it
James
real.
Van John said, yo.
Yo, Jay. What's good with you, big dog? What you call it? But like I was saying, I think the world lost a lot of compassion. Like, when does the world stop caring about people? You know what I mean? You know, when did everybody stop caring about their fellow man? That's how I feel like the world is basically at this point. I feel like the world, people stop caring about their fellow man. People stop caring about their people. So people stop caring about, or people stop only care about themselves these days. That's how I basically feel like, and I'm just trying to figure that out. You know what I mean? So, like, people, like, I don't get it how people can, like, sit there in one voice say, hey, I hope you're doing good. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's doing great. What's good, Nobi? How you doing? Of course, I see you over on TikTok. I don't get how people can sit there in one breath say that everything's doing good, everything's going great, and then in the same breath talk about that same person behind their back. You know what I mean? And it's like, I just don't get how this world works, how people stop caring.
No, it said damn instantly.
Yeah, of course. I'm always going to see you, big dog. As soon as you pop in, I'm going to call you out. Every single time.
Nobi the Goat asks, what's going on, man?
Man, I'm just talking. I'm just yapping. Honestly, I just wanted to talk today. It's kind of to hang out with y'all. So, like, but I'm just talking about how I feel like the world is kind of gone crazy. You know what I mean? Like, the world is completely just gone completely
Riel
insane.
sets up.
What's good, Riel? How you doing? I just feel like the world's gone
James
completely
Van
insane.
John said, what are you going to play?
I'm going to play the Yapathon
Nobi the
game.
Goat said, guess what I did?
Hey, what did you do, Nobi? What did you do? What I'm going to play is called Hanging Out with Y'all guys. It's basically I'm going to sit here and talk with y'all and hang out with y'all. Y'all can talk if y'all want to. Y'all want to talk about something in particular? Y'all want to talk about something that's going on in your life? I'm here to talk with y'all. You know, y'all, if y'all want to talk directly, you can join the Discord and hop on in.
Goat said I got 76 followers on TikTok in the matter of minutes.
Nice, Nobi. That's good stuff. Good stuff, big dog. That's how you know you're doing good. That's how you know you're doing good. Listen, yo, the yeet the yeeter. How you doing, big dog? But yeah, so let me finish my thought. It's like, I feel that people stopped caring.
Nobi the Goat said I'm going up FR folded hands emoji.
Hey, you are going up for real, big dog. I feel like people like, when did we stop caring about each other, you know? That's how I basically feel. When did we stop caring about truth? When did we stop caring about right? You know? It feels like it's no longer about the truth, it's about my truth. You know? It's not about what's right, it's about my right. And everybody's willing to push that. You know what I mean? I just don't get it. I just don't get it, you know what I mean? It's like when I was younger, I met a cat, and he literally told me, like, this is not no joke, and we were probably like 14 and 15 at the time, right?
Code.castlabs.caffeinator.
Thanks for the heart, Nobi.
.viewer.event_format.tts.rich_message.attachment.
Thank you for the heart, Nobi. Thank you so much. But no, so let me tell the story real quick. So, no joke, dead serious. I was with this kid, right? We were probably both close to about 15, 16 years old, right? The kid told me, you know what, Joel? You know what? The sky isn't blue. And I'm like, okay, bro, the sky is blue, but what do you mean? No, the sky is really green. What the hell? The sky is really green. I'm like, bro, what are you on? Like, no, listen. Because your eyes have a color spectrum, and if you use this color spectrum here, and with the color spectrum here, that, you know, if the light shine this way and it goes this way, and all this other non-scientific stuff that I believe in that are not real, guess what? The sky, that means that the sky is actually green. And I'm saying, like, bro, whatever you were smoking, give me some of that, because I don't understand what the hell you on. But you need to, like, but if it's at some, like, but if it's on that good, y'all need to pass that around this play. But for literally 6 months, this boy tried to convince me that the sky was green. Nobi, do you understand that? Do you get that? The dude tried to convince me The sky was green. Ah, thank you for the rose, Nobi.
_format.tts.rich_message.
Thank you for the roses, Nobi. Thank you so much, big
Nobi
dog.
the goat said, "What the hell?"
Yeah, I'm not even joking. Can you believe that, Jay, man? Can you believe that, Jay? Can you believe that, Night?
Nobi the goat said that. Jay's fan John said that does not make sense.
I'm not even joking,
Nobi the
big
goat
dog.
said NP man.
No, I can't. I'm not even joking, big dog. Like, he literally was like trying to convince you the sky is green. That's what I'm talking about. Like, people just get in their realities and then they don't choose not, and they choose to ignore it. Like, there was this old saying, reality is whatever you perceive it to be. But I'm like reality is your perception. But I'm like, your perception must be based in reality. So it's kind of an oxymoron statement. You know what I mean? It's kind of a statement where it makes absolutely no sense. It's like, if reality is what you perceive, reality is what you perceive. But if you don't, but what you perceive is reality. How does that make sense? Because that basically means what you see is what it is, and what it is what you see.
Jay's fan John said the sky is blue.
Exactly, big dog. But no joke. The kid, for literally 6 months, tried to convince me that the sky was a green. I'm like, it's just
The goat said, "Yo, I just got notified I hit 28 subs on YouTube. Smiling face with sunglasses emoji. KM actually going crazy for some reason."
Good stuff, big dog. Hey, man, you got to capitalize on that. You know, keep putting out them things. Keep putting out them things. See what you got. See what exactly hit, and then from there, go and see. You know, repeat it. You know what I mean? You hit 28 subs. That's awesome, big dog. That's awesome. But yeah, no, he legitimately was trying to convince me the sky is green. Like, people like that don't believe what reality, believe that, believe like. They try to believe what is real, what is true. Like, their truth must be the ultimate truth. You know what I mean? I don't get why we became like that, how we became like that. Let me break out the old timers. Let me break out the old timer stuff and say, back in my day.
Nobi the goat said, "I need a little bit more before I can go live on YouTube. Heart hands emoji."
What's up?
Jay's fan John said, "I think he was colorblind."
Yeah, honestly, that's what I think it was too. I think that he might have been colorblind or must have been on that good. If y'all don't know what that good is, look it up in the comments. But like, that dude was on something twisted. I was just like, what in the world? But like, that's what I'm saying is like, reality is like, people who.
Nobi the goat said, "I do face with tears of joy emoji."
So you do. That's good stuff, big dog. But no, like, that's what I'm saying is like, people, like, I can tell so many stories about that. There was this one time that this dude believed that if he mixed excuse me. Okay, so there was one time there was this dude, right, that I knew. And what he would do, he would take Tapico, right? Y'all know what Tapico is? Let me look it up real quick. Let me pull it up and show y'all real quick. Hold on real quick. Move this over real quick. Make myself a little bit smaller. Go over here.
Jay's fan John said, "Was it in a game or IRL?"
No. IRL. I was at school at the time. Hold on real quick. Let me show y'all something real quick. So let me pull up the Google. The Tapico. Not that. T-A-P. The Mexican orange juice Tapico. Let me see. Mexican orange juice. Orange drink. There it is. Tapatio. No, not tequila. Sunrise. Not Tang. Not that. Where is it at? See if I can find it real quick. Not Sunny D. Tapatio?
Nobi the goat asks Tompico.
There you go. That's it. Let me pull that up real quick. Hold on. Let me pull that up real quick. Let me pull that up real quick for y'all who don't know what this is right here.
Kofi Streambot said visit old Armor Plays' Kofi page at.
Okay. Hold on, let me do this real quick.
Nobi the Goat said, well, I gotta head out, man, it's getting late over here.
Yeah, I
James
got you.
John said, but how can the sky be green?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so how he would try to convince me that the sky was green was that he said, his words, to my knowledge, to my remembrance of it, was that he said that due to how the light reflects in your eyes and the fact that green is not a blue is a primary, or that green is a primary color, blue is a primary color. He was on some weird crap. That therefore, since green is a mixture of yellow and blue, therefore the sky is green. That, I'm not even joking. That's like literally the thing. Anyways, but going back to the other thing. So Tapatayo, right? So Tapatayo was the juice, right? And so this dude would tell me, like, if you take Tapatayo and you mixed it with another version of Tapatayo, that it would make it so that you would have, that it was like a potion that will make you have superpowers. And I'm just sitting there like, bruh, all that do is giving you a sugar rush. You're literally mixing you're mixing orange water full with sugar together with a pink water full of sugar. And then you get a sugar rush. And then that's it. But no, he believed it was a potion. Like, and so he would do that. He would go and then he would go get his sugar crash, and he'll just be like, he would do that for PE. He would do it for PE, and then he would, right afterwards, he would go get a sugar crash and just be like, oh, I'm done. I'm dead. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm like, because you're having a sugar crash, bruh. It is what it is. But yeah, it's just things like that. Like, you gotta keep in mind, we were young and crazy and dumb. Truly dumb. But like, it was completely insane. But yeah, so anyways, I just came on here just to talk and hang out. Y'all got any questions? Y'all can always ask them, and I'm always here for you. I'll ask and answer. But like I said, I'm not even sure I'm probably not gonna be on for too long. I'm just kind of more or less just coming to chill, hang out with you guys. I'm not really like feeling it today. Just trying out a new format. But yeah, so been streaming, been playing that Delta Force. Y'all been noticing that I've been playing Delta Force on my stream as of late, and I like the game, but I think it's burning out my PC. Like, my keyboard on my laptop don't work no more. Like, it worked yesterday, but now it don't work no more. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to be able to keep playing that game every day. So today I was gonna play some PUBG, but I'm just kind of like, you know what I mean?
Jason John said, what happened to your keyboard?
Thank you, Jason John's hopping over on TikTok or on Twitch. What happened to my keyboard? I don't know. So this keyboard, my keyboard that's on my laptop, I don't know what happened, but I think it burnt out or was burning out or something like that because the game gets too hot. Because my laptop constantly runs at when I'm playing Delta Force, it constantly runs at 86, the heat. Which, that's not really good for, it's not really good for the computer. So it's constantly running at 86. So now my keyboard, it don't really want to work. So like right here, I'm typing this stuff. I'm trying to type, and it's not working. So I don't know what's going on with it. So I gotta go take my laptop back to go to the PC doctor and get it looked at. But what's good, Rose? Call it. But yeah, so I have been taking streaming a lot more seriously though. It's like, I just kind of want to sit back. Got us up on my mic.
Jason
cool.
John said, well, I think it's time to get a new key room.
Yeah, I already have another keyboard. I'm already using another keyboard over here. That's the one I use for gaming anyways. This one right here, the D was messed up on it anyway, so I stopped using it a while ago, mainly because of the fact that I couldn't really move left or right on the keyboard. I couldn't move right on the keyboard because the D was messed up. So I got a new
Jason John said, what about Call of Duty?
Call of Duty. I would love to play Call of Duty, but the thing about playing Call of Duty, it's so big. Like, legitimately, it's so big. Like, to download the game, it's over. Okay, hold on. Let me show y'all real quick. Let me pull it up real quick. I'm on scene. Let me make this a little bit smaller. Put this, no, put it like right here. And then I'm going to take this one and I'm going to let's go over to this scene real quick. I'll show y'all something real quick. Okay, so I have Game Pass, right? Right over here. Would you like to see how big Call of Duty is? Okay, just to download it, right? Let it all log in, everything like that, right? Go here, right? Let's type it in. Call of Duty, right? Okay, so let me see. I'm gonna click the install, right? Wait for it. Drum roll, please. It is 381 gigabytes of space. That's how big Call of Duty is. So literally, just to download it, because I need to download it on the PC directly, which only has 500 gigabytes of space.
Jason John said,
Yeah, oh my god. 364 gigabytes. So now, okay, so now let's say I get rid of multiplayer, co-op, Black Ops campaign, keep the multiplayer, I'll keep Warzone, get rid of DMZ. That's 182 gigabytes of space. So let's get rid of this, which will give me all the King Call of this, and this, and this. And this, and this, and this, and this, and this. That is still, now if I drop Warzone, that's still 117 gigabytes of space.
Jason John said,
Yeah. So, just to play Call of Duty, the multiplayer, it takes up 117 gigabytes of space, with all the extra stuff not installed. That's not including Warzone. That's not including the multiplayer, or that's not including the campaign. That's not including anything else other than just the multiplayer for Black Ops 6. That's well over 117 gigabytes of space that I would have to dedicate from my PC to play it. Not to mention how it runs. Even at the lowest settings, I wouldn't be able to stream it properly. It's so poorly optimized that it takes up so much actual space on my PC. It takes up so much actual virtual memory on my PC that it messes up the stream, and it makes the stream start to go.
John said, that's why I have a PlayStation.
Yeah. That's why you have a PlayStation. I understand that. But even if I start pulling up, or it'll start taking away so much virtual space that even when I pull it up on stream, or when I pull up my stream next to it, it makes the stream laggy. So even if I get it, even if I download it and I play it, that's why even if I get download and play it, it completely and totally makes it so the stream is unwatchable. So I wouldn't even be able to stream it. I can make videos on it, but I can't stream it. The only way that I would be able to actually stream it was when I jerry-rigged it. Hold on, let me pull up the Discord real quick.
Jason John said, oof.
Yeah, hold on, let me pull up Discord real quick. I think I have a picture in Discord. Or I think I have a picture still on my phone real quick. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Because the only way I was able to actually stream it one time that I figured I would actually be able to stream Warzone was this way. Let me see. Camera roll. No. Camera. This one. So what I did here, right? Y'all should be able to see it. Let me back it up a bit. Let me close this down real quick. Okay, so y'all can't see it still? Turned off. Okay. So
Red
which
Dragon said when you want a 1v1 Fortnite.
Oh, Red Dragon. Not today, big dog. We're just having a chat. Right now what I'm showing is this is how I was able to stream Warzone without it lagging. I basically had to sit down and stream it.
Red Dragon said it.
So how you doing today, big dog? How you doing, Red Dragon? How are you doing today? So yeah, what I did was I jerry-rigged my Xbox to stream to my PC, which would have been pretty laggy.
Red Dragon said I'm doing good.
That's good, big dog. That's good. I'm just talking about how Warzone takes up 120. I'm talking about how Warzone or Call of Duty app takes up 348 gigabytes of space to download. It literally, since I live in the field, and also, so yeah. Anyways, we'll go back real quick. So just to play it, to be able to stream it, I would be able to do it that way. But it wouldn't really work out too well because I would still be streaming it to my laptop, and then it wouldn't everything like that. But even on top of all that, that's still 300. So I can't do it that way without me lagging out my stream, and I can't download it directly because it'll literally be the only thing on my freaking PC. It's 341 gigabytes. 341 gigabytes of space just to have it, just to play it. So that's why, to answer your question, why Call of Duty isn't going on. That's why when I was even streaming it, I had it figured out. And also, that's another thing. When I was streaming,
John said
and then on even top of that, when I was streaming Call of Duty, and I had it going for that entire week, they updated the Call of Duty again, and it completely broke everything. Literally, last week I was doing a whole week of Warzone, and I literally had it figured out, and I had it fixed. I had everything set up. I had everything good to go. It wasn't lagging the stream. It wasn't doing anything like that. And then they did an update, broke everything. So I would have to spend another day trying to figure out my settings, trying to figure out the settings, trying to figure out what I need to do here, how I'm going to do this, how is this going to take away from virtual memory, how I can move this over here.
Christy said yes.
Hi, Auntie.
John said I know the update was 2.
Yeah. Hi, Auntie. How you doing? And so I couldn't. So it was just like busted. So it was just busted. I couldn't stream it. No matter what I did, no matter what happened, no matter where it went. I mean, so it's just kind of to that point where it's like, I can't, why would I try to constantly have to try to fix things just to be able to stream it? I'll have to spend an entire day. And now it's literally 3 updates ago because they already updated the game 3 more times since then. And this is literally last week. They had to do patches and fixes and things like that. So I couldn't stream it. So it would just be way too laggy for me to do it. And yeah, so I was just kind of like, I'm not.
Jason John said yeah.
So yeah, I'm not just going to be doing that. I just find it. That's why Call of Duty isn't coming out. If y'all want to know about Fortnite, the reason I'm not playing Fortnite right now is because I just kind of lost a little bit of interest in it. You gotta understand that I was never a Fortnite player, honestly. Y'all might have came around and found me due to Fortnite, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. I played that game out of the fact of the algorithm.
John said yeah, I kind of stopped playing Fortnite.
Yeah. It's kind of like I kind of was doing it because I was doing it for the algorithm. It got me more people to come by and hang out and everything like that. But I'm not a Fortnite streamer. Honestly, I'm not much of a BR streamer, to be honest with you. Like, I like playing games. My favorite games are platformers. Oh, what's up? It's me, Jay. Like, I grew up on Sonic the Hedgehog. My very first game that I own, my very first gaming system that I own, which my mother got me, I believe my mother got me, was a Sega Genesis. So if y'all don't know what a Sega Genesis is, It's the 64-bit.
Streambot said visit old armor plays as Kofi page.
It's the old 64-bit. Let me see. Hold on. Sega Genesis. So this right here was the Sega Genesis. This right here, this one right here is what I used to have. Is what my mom first got me. Let me. I want to pull it up, make it bigger. Nope. There it is. So this right here was the very first system that I had.
Jace Van John said I had a PS1.
Yeah. So this was the very first system that I had. It was a 64-bit gaming Sega Genesis game that I had. And yeah, this was it. This was my first gaming system that I ever owned. And so my very first video game I ever had was Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Sonic the Hedgehog, let's put a 2 there. This one right here, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, was the very first game I ever owned. This right here was the Sega Genesis cartridge. Y'all probably all too young to even know what that is. So basically, they would take their game, you sit there, you'll play the game, you would put it on top of the Sega Genesis, and basically it was just basically like a memory card, and you put it in there and you plop it in. And that's how I'll play it. And then it didn't, back in the day, they didn't have save files. Like gaming nowadays, they have, you guys don't understand, they have save files, they have audio. A lot of games, most games back in the day, didn't have space for it. So you know what we did? We played the game all the way through. One sit down. So if you didn't beat that game right there all the way through, if you sat down and played the game, you didn't beat it all the way through, guess what? You lost. We didn't have those things back in the day. Like, first time I ever had anything that was like a memory card or anything like that was the PlayStation 1, was the PS1. That's when we had first got memory cards.
Said that's crazy.
Oh yeah. Why do you think a lot of speedrunners nowadays are more of the older guys? You know, the people who hold the top, because they are used to playing the games all the way through. From one sit down. You would sit down if you had a game that was 8 hours, guess what? You sitting down playing 8 hours.
Asks, yo bro, I'm here. What are y'all talking about today, or what are y'all playing?
We just yapping, Big Jake. We just yapping. But yeah, so like but yeah, so we would be like, if you did not like beat the game, like save gaming files or gaming files are the first game I knew of saving was Mario World. Was Super Mario Yoshi World.
Said like Final Fantasy is more than 8 hours.
Yes, Final Fantasy, and you know what's crazy? Final Fantasy original NES, I believe they actually had, I think they might have save files, but I don't think I think they had save files. No, did they? Yes, they did. But on the Sega Genesis, they didn't, like, most games didn't have save files. Some games did, but most games didn't. Most of the games that I played didn't.
Jace Van John said yes.
Yeah. So, like, Final Fantasy 7, or like Final Fantasies, or the original My Final Fantasy, which my neighbor down the street used to have. He would play that all the time. He was a big Final Fantasy guy. What you call it? I remember him playing through that entire game, which is, speaking of which, if y'all like games, or if y'all like some of the older games, what is like one of your, pose that question to y'all. What is like y'all favorite Final Fantasy game? If y'all play Final Fantasy, or what's your favorite game in general? My favorite Final Fantasy was Final Fantasy 7 because that was one that introduced me or put me on game about what on what Final Fantasy was, actually. Like, that's the first one I actually had fully all the way through.
Said I play the new ones.
Oh, you played the new one, Final Fantasies, the new one, the remakes? Yeah. I remember going through the remakes. Those were fun. I remember going through the remakes. Those were pretty cool. Like, I actually played the very first remake. I'm waiting for the second one to come out on PC before I go and download it. Maybe I'll play that one off stream or play it on stream with you guys.
Jace Van John said Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, Final Fantasy Rebirth? Yeah. No, I played the original Final Fantasy. You know the original Final Fantasy, right? So the original Final Fantasy came out on the PS1, right? PlayStation 1, right? You know, back in them days, you like to know how many discs it came on? It came on 4 discs. The original Final Fantasy came on 4 separate discs. And so If you wanted to play, like you would go through the first part, then you have pop in disc 2. You go to the next part, you pop in disc 3. You go to the next part, you pop in disc 4. And I remember going through all that.
Jason John said, I know.
Oh yeah, but no, like it was like these things are like gaming history for like a lot of people don't know about these type of games or know about these type of things because of the simple fact that everybody nowadays is all like, say, y'all a little bit spoiled.
Big Jake said I played Tekken 8 all the way through.
Yeah, I know Big Jake because I was the one who helped you go through all of that. So what you call it? But like, I remember we was just like but no, Final Fantasy 7. I remember playing Final Fantasy 7 all the way through. I remember being heartbroken when Aerith passed away. I remember I was one of them people that was looking for a way to bring Aerith back. I'm like, no, that can't happen. You gotta bring her. I was one of them people. That game made an entire generation of modders. Final Fantasy 7 made an entire generation of modders. If you didn't know. Because what you call it? Everybody wanted.
John said for the PS1 there's a game called Snake.
Snake? There's a game called Snake for us up.
Brother.
What's good, Maverick? What's good with you, bro? We just chatting today, just talking. What's good with you, Maverick? But no, like, but I'm saying this right here. I'm pretty sure if y'all if you're one of the OGs in the chat, you know who it is.
Big Jake asks, who's Eric?
Eric Maverick. Okay, what's up, thank you very much for the follow, Nicole. But no, Nicolo? SR? Thank you very much. But no, what you call it? I remember that, Final Fantasy 7 made a generation of modders. If y'all don't know about that, because the reason why they made a generation of modders was because that you were trying to bring Aerith back. So what am I playing now? I'm not playing anything. I'm more or less just chatting these days. I'm just going to chat for the day, just talking. That's why it's called a Yapathon.
Are you playing now? Big Jake said, bro, I met who's Aerith.
Aerith is one of the female protagonists in Final Fantasy 7. She ends up getting spoilers alert for a game that's probably 20 plus years old. She gets killed in the game. So what am I playing right now? I'm not playing anything. I'm just more or less just yapping. Big dog.
Said there's also one named Tifa.
Yeah, Tifa is the other protagonist. Other female protagonists in the game, along with Cloud. They're both basically love interests, and then Aerith gets killed, and so Cloud obviously has to go with Tifa.
Jason John said Yuffie.
And then Yuffie was the ninja.
Maverick asks, where do you live in Philippines, bro?
I live in Philippines. Where exactly? You'll have to figure it out someday. I live in the Philippines, big dog. I'm not gonna put too much more information out other than that. Or if you want to, you can scrounge some of my older videos where I've already said it, but I'm not gonna put that out there, big dog. But other than that though, but how about you, Maverick? How are you, big, doing? I live on the main island. I live close to Manila. Put it like that. But so yeah. It made an entire generation of modders because they were trying to find error. There were literally hacks.
John said
Sephiroth. Oh, he has the best. Okay, so Sephiroth.
Jake asks, how did Arif die?
Oh, okay. So I'll answer that question, Big Jake. Let me go on this real quick rant. Sephiroth. Oh my God, the best freaking. Sephiroth, I wouldn't call him the best antagonist in Final Fantasy history. I would have to give that to what's his name, Khalifa or whatever his name is.
Said I live in Cebu, but I'm here in Manila right now to visit my wife.
Oh, good stuff, big man. That's good stuff. That same thing here. I'm here with my wife. But no, so like, oh, what's his name? So
Jason John said Cloud.
Yeah, Cloud. But no. Okay, so Sephiroth. I wouldn't say he's the best villain in Final Fantasy history, but he had the best damn thing, though. He had the best damn theme. He had the best presentation. Like, the first time you meet Sephiroth, the first time you get to see Sephiroth, he's tanking a dragon. He's taking a dragon breath.
Samantha Quimson said hi.
What's good, Samantha? What's up? What's good, Samantha? How you doing? Big dog? We just sitting here talking about Final Fantasy right now. Kind of yapping, going off on tangents. But yeah, so he's taking a dragon's breath Like a dragon that can literally do 9,999 damage to you, and he takes it and he tanks it, and you take he takes 0 damage. Like, hold on, let me pull that up real quick. Let me go on YouTube, pull that up real quick, cause y'all need to understand exactly why Sephiroth was. Let me see. Sephiroth.
Jason John said overpowered. Samantha Quimson
Oh, yeah.
asks, what are you talking about?
We are talking about Final Fantasy. Hold on one second. We're talking about Final Fantasy. F7. Step. Sephiroth. Fight. Sorry, I'm like having to read fights. Dragon. No. No. Come on, don't.